Well, so small update. Before adding any functionality for spells, I remembered I would need another piece of HUD to let the player know that they are going to be able to interact with something. Um, because how I want the player to obtain spells, which is via these statues that you can walk up to, and they'll have the spell on it, and you can interact with that statue and you'll learn that spell. So you want something to have that functionality within it. So what we did was created this, the Blueprint Interactive Object Base. Anything that will be done will be coming off of this. It's just the default scene route with a interact collider around it. And we added some interactive object variables, these being the player itself and creating the widget. So this will be in every single one of the children that comes off of this base. So there'll be statues and anything else that I decide to add later on down the line. So we've got the HUD as a variable, but player is a variable, but we've also got a interact message, which you'll see will come into play in a minute. And we've got this sound effect for can interact. So this, like I said, will be a base for any actors. So like the statues, which I will be using the Infinity Blade assets for. So I know they're royalty free. Then if we go down here, nope, up here, already had it. We've got a received message in here as well. So later on down the line, possibly quite soon, I will be linking this and this. So this interact message is this received message, and that will input it into the HUD. Where it says interactive message, that will change to whatever I set it in here. So this is the HUD for the interactive message. This will play on screen when the player goes into this collider here, this collider box. This will pop up on the screen. I'm still trying to find out how to switch these up. So if you're on a keyboard, this would be E instead of B. Or if you're on a PlayStation controller, it would be square instead of B. But that'll probably be like a final thing. I have a feeling it's something to do with binding here, but I'm not sure. I'll continue looking into it. That's not the main thing I want. So in this widget, we've got these here. So you've got the background pink, which if we move it out the way, it's just this. We've got the background black, which is this. And we've got the background black 180, which is this, but guess what? It's flipped 180. I just thought it had a little bit of depth on the bottom of it and made it stand out a little bit more. We've also got the interactive message, which is bound in this function right here, which is just the received message variable for now. And we've also got the button interact, which is this right here. And as with the other HUD that I created, I gave this an animation as well, so it's not just popped onto the screen, and it's just this. Nice and simple. And if we go through it like frame by frame, so starts fading in, fading even more, quite large, and then it comes back into play. The B button is just a fade in and out, whereas everything else just kind of pops and goes back into shape. If I go into my character, I can show you what this would look like. So these are my test scripts again. We know they work. Where did I put the... Are they in here? Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. It's not in here. It's in HUD. So we drag this off here. Create widget. This widget being the notify, and we add to viewport. We'll see. Never mind. 1 second. We do need this to play the animation that we set over here. And why is it not showing up? Did I put this in wrong? It should just be that one. What did I do wrong? Oh yeah, it's right there. I'm an idiot. I like to do these unedited, so you can simply see, like, I'm not being stupid, or in some cases, I'm being stupid. But yeah, there you could see it. If we put a delay in there first, put delay in here first, a delay of about 2 seconds, just so everything else is coming in first. So everything else comes in, and then in comes that. And that will then come onto screen when you're within the box. And then I will have a outro animation that does the exact opposite. So it'll shrink out instead of expanding in when you leave the collision box. But I think what's next is to finally get some assets in for the interactivity. But for now, that's all I have, and I'll see you in the next one.